Hello everybody, welcome to a very special video. It is my 10K followers AMA. I'm going to be answering the questions that you guys asked me. We got 36 questions on here. The thread was made on March 4th and I still haven't done it yet, so it's a little bit my fault, but we're going to jump right in. Marco, my good buddy Marco at Grookey Gang, hashtag Grookey Gang. That is a problem. You and I are going to have to talk about that later. Did you miss the old days of Dokkan? And Truth chimes in that it better not be at all. Actually, yes. So Dokkan is objectively a better game right now than it's ever been, but Dokkan was never about the game for me, right? Dokkan is a bad game no matter which way you slice it. Like, there's just nothing there. They have made a lot of improvements, and it's fine if you play it. I'm not trying to rag on it. But, like, I never played Dokkan because, like, wow, Dokkan's so great. I played Dokkan because of the people and like the community around Dokkan, and part of stepping away from Dokkan is that I stepped away from that too. So yeah, objectively Dokkan is better, but I don't think that I could ever get back into it and like it more than I did back then. It's just not the same. Mr. Eat Your Booty, favorite meal? Oh well, I can tell you that it's not booty. There's a restaurant on the waterfront of Virginia Beach called Rudy's. Shout out if you're ever down there. It's really good. It's probably my favorite restaurant. Well, okay, it's not my favorite restaurant, but it's one of my favorite restaurants. And they have this meal that is a lobster tail, scallops, and flounder all broiled. And oh my god, like I think that might be the best meal I've ever had in my entire life. So I'm gonna say that. Bab says, fuck, marry, kill, Giorno, Johnny, or Gyro. Fuck Johnny, I guess, because he's paralyzed from the waist down, so it wouldn't be awkward. Marry Giorno, because I love a man with power. And kill Gyro, because he was the third guy there, sorry. Dan, do you ever miss the old chat days and all the fucking around? You have no idea how much I miss those days. The chats and stuff are fine, but they're not the same. I miss, like, you and Nano, Rhyme, Donnie, Alex, etc. Everybody. It's just not the same. I feel like we don't really talk anymore, like that group and me. I mean, I talk to all of them every now and again, but I feel like we used to be a lot closer, and we used to shit around about stuff a lot more, and it sucks to lose that. Triple Kome, Aminal Cracker. You're forced to port 2 arcs from Dragon Ball GT canon to be used in some fashion in the Returns of Super. Which ones and why? So the baby arc, because it's the only one that you can look at and say, that's pretty good. And Super 17 is going to be the other one, because that means we get more Android 17, and Dragon Ball Super's version of 17 is really good. Sky the Fox, one JoJo part is erased from existence. Which one and why? Stone Ocean, because it's just the one I enjoyed going through the least. So that's why. Gordon Ward, how tall are you? I am 5'9", not very tall. Still taller than Goku though. Philly Gene, it's Daz. Rank the DMC games best to worst. Number 1, Devil May Cry 5. Number 2, Devil May Cry 3. Number 3, Devil May Cry 4. Number 4, Devil May Cry. Number 5, the shitty reboot. Number 6, Devil May Cry 2. HZ, favorite drink besides Pepsi? Go fuck yourself. You know I hate Pepsi. Strawberry kiwi juice. It's my favorite drink. Lolies or traps? Just gonna scroll right on through there. 459D, what attracted you to Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia? So there's a lot of Final Fantasy mobile games, but the forefront boys are Brave Exvius and Opera Omnia. But Brave Exvius, it's all about their OCs. Like, it's all about the original characters that they built for that world, whereas Opera Omnia, the focus is on the Final Fantasy characters and them interacting with each other. And so, as a big-time fan of the franchise, I'm way more invested in watching them interact than I am whatever Final Fantasy OC they made up for the new games. Joseph, what's your favorite cereal? Maybe like honeycomb? Or Frosted Flakes? I don't know, one of those two. Favorite food? Seafood. Big time. Lord Nemo, how many countries have you visited? 1, the one that I live in. Good name. When would Desmond get his duel? Never. For real though, what's a series that you know is bad, not the greatest, but still enjoy anyway? Does dubbed Yu-Gi-Oh count? Because that shit sucks, but I'll watch it all day. Or like old Pokemon, like really old dubbed Pokemon. I'll watch that shit too. Amon519. How can I make my neighbor's cat shut the hell up? And congrats on 10K. Thank you. I assume if you're hearing your neighbor's cat, you live in an apartment. So here's the trick, is go to the wall that you share with the neighbor whose cat sucks and lightly scratch it. And if you're loud enough, you'll get that cat to fuck around on that wall all the time, and it'll really piss them off. Zachgard, how did you first get into JoJo? My fiance, who you all know as Babby, came home one day and she was like, hey, people are saying really good things about this anime, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's watch it. And I was like, it looks shitty and I don't want to watch it. And then we watched Phantom Blood and I was like, that was definitely shitty, I don't want to watch anymore. And she was like, I'm gonna give it a chance. And then we got to Battle Tendency, and right around, I remember like watching it and scoffing with like disdain, like how could you watch this shit? And then when Joseph was starting to fight Santana, I started like slowly coming around. I was like a shy puppy that was starting to find love with a new owner. And then by the end of Battle Tendency, I was hooked, and I couldn't wait to get through the whole rest of the series. I fucking love JoJo. Watch JoJo. Read JoJo. Mike, it's just Sly. How did you bypass Bandai's Dokkan Tuber in-game name patch? They don't have the balls to patch my name out. They don't have the balls. They know that it would ruin the game if they took my name out. Birthday Nick, no Nick Z3. Do you like apple juice? Yeah. Smith Boy, how long have you liked Yu Yu Hakusho? I assume that means Yu Yu Hakusho because I don't know what else that would be, but I don't know if the S means it's a different acronym, but I have liked Yu Yu Hakusho since I was very little, since I was like a teenager, or maybe even like 12, when it was first airing on Toonami. I watched the very first day that it came on Toonami, and I've loved it ever since. Lavcore, also Grookey Gang. We really need to have a talk about you guys in this Grookey Gang shit. What's your all-time favorite game? The Legend of Dragoon. Look that shit up. I love that game. It is a very, I don't know if generic, it's kind of generic, RPG on the PlayStation, but it has really fun gameplay mechanics. Like you have to input your attacks consciously and stuff. It's really fun. It's a game that I think will stick with me forever, probably. J-Dog, 619, is Old Spice just for men, or can I use it on my cat? This is a really bad time. I know you made this comment before the cat controversies, but this is a really bad time to talk about doing stuff to your cat, just FYI. Halil, want a Sprite cranberry? No thank you. That shit dries my mouth out. Rapid Fire Toaster, I know it was asked before, but how many of you does it take to screw in a light bulb again? Shit, that must be some kind of reference that I'm not getting. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Sorry. Why did my parents get divorced? Bro, look at your fucking profile. You see that Grookey that you're hugging in your profile picture? That's why your parents got divorced. Make better life choices. Hailed Space 25. Have you ever tried to pose like Sobble? I cannot say that I have, nor would I like to do that. Jesus Christ, that sounds awful. Favorite band or singer? The Red Hot Chili Peppers. I fucking love RHCP. Probably not what you would have expected me to say. But I really love them. And then Nujabes is my second. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm saying it really fast. Nujabes, I don't know. Jun Seba backwards. Love that guy. Did you ever think that you'd be where you are now with 10K people that want to know what you're thinking and what you post? From Ivo oh god, is that Henriquez? Your last name is freaking me out, bro. It's too much for me. No, I absolutely did not think I would ever be in this kind of position. Not like 10K is like that big of a deal, comparatively, you know, but to me it's a big deal. And no, I never thought that I would ever reach anything like this, and I'm very grateful for you guys for being around for this. Nechi, favorite JoJo parts? Vento Ario. I am a Passione boy through and through. Bunny O, if you had a chance to design a JoJo game, how would you make it? It could be a console game, mobile game, or anything. I would really like a JoJo. Man, you know, I thought about this all the time, and now that I'm on the spot, I can't pick just one. I think a JoJo RPG would be really cool with like turn-based combat. and combo moves with your stands, stuff like you know, just sort of like Chrono Trigger, you know, in Chrono Trigger where when you had certain allies together, they could do combo moves. I love that kind of mechanic. I would love it in a JoJo game, and it's also a big mechanic in that game I've been hinting that I'm working on Twitter a lot. I love that kind of shit. So something like that. What would you like to see in the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC? 1, a playable Roxas, because Roxas is the best Kingdom Hearts character. And 2, a whole lot of story explanation, because holy shit, that thing was a mess. So fix your story, give me a Roxas. Favorite JoJo OP from Stavros? Shit. It used to be Bloody Stream, but I really like Fighting Gold, and I really like Trader's Requiem, so I guess I can't answer this one yet because it's up in the air. Lenny, no kid Goku boy, I am sorry for your loss. Favorite OG Dragon Ball Saga? Red Ribbon is a full saga, but the end of the King Piccolo arc is my favorite part, so I guess both. Japanese characters at Matt Guido. Is Sobble an instrument? Sobble is whatever you want it to be, baby. Alita number 99 Jerome. Have you watched the Alita movie? I guess that's a movie. No, I have not watched it. I guess I will add it to my list. Super Dank Goku Black. That's my favorite name ever on Twitter. What are your thoughts on Rising Rush and how to improve it? I would ask how you feel about Faint, but we all know. Fuck Faint. Goresh. Rising Rush should require 3 Dragon Balls, and Faint should have a 100% chance to activate on all abilities that have it. I agree with Goresh. No, but actually, I really think Rising Rush isn't that big of a deal, but it just needs to be limited in usage. It's 90% of the time it's an insta-kill when it goes off, and there's really no reason you should be able to stock multiple instant kills. That's just my thought on it. That's really all that I have to say about it. I just think it needs to be limited to 1 usage, and that's it. If it misses and the enemies doesn't, that sucks, but it's even and balanced and fair if everyone can only do it 1 time. There you go. So there you go. There's all the questions. That was fun. Sorry, I've been a little out of it lately. A buddy of mine got some bad news, and I have been a little over-empathetic about it. It's been hitting me kind of hard. I've been lamenting shit, been brooding in my downtime, so I'm sorry there wasn't very much energy in this video. Shout out, of course, to everybody's favorite Dokkan / Dragon Ball YouTubers. Shout out to Dino, shout out to Nano, Donnie, Alex, all those guys. Shout out, of course, to my partner in crime, Purple Wokey. I probably never would have made it even remotely close to any of this without any of those guys. I remember back when I was first thinking, like, it would be kind of fun to make video stuff. Wokey was like the only guy who had my back on that, and that was before we were even really friends. We didn't really talk, and Wokey expressed interest in wanting to do stuff with me, and that was when we bonded over a long night of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That we didn't know how to play anymore because we hadn't played in years and we didn't know any of the new rules. And then that's how partnerships are born. Shout out to Marco, who will soon get him out of the Grookey gang. But he has been instrumental with graphics and all this cool, like all the different characters that have my little guy's face and all that stuff. He has been a big part of making those for me, as well as layouts and stuff. Also, shout out to Mr. Eat Your Booty for making me layouts and Twitter designs. And shout out to HZ, Almighty HZ, I guess he just goes by HZ now. He also makes a lot of layouts and stuff for me. You guys have been a big part of helping me rebrand and sort of move toward one consistent visual style, and I really appreciate that. You guys are great. And shout out to my buddy Chase. He's going through some bullshit nobody should ever have to go through right now. I'm not going to spill anything, you know, about someone else's life on a video that they didn't ask me to say or anything like that, so sorry. But if you know who he is, maybe you know what he's dealing with, and maybe you just give him a hello and, you know, let him know that we're all here for you, buddy. You've been a great friend to me, and it sucks that this is happening to you, and I feel terrible that there's really nothing that I can do to help other than just be around. But keep it up, buddy. We all love you. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me all this time. It's been crazy. It's been a long time. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I hope you're here for 20K. I hope you're here for 50K. I hope you're here for 100K. I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys so much. I love all of you. And I will see you in the next video and the next tweet. I will see you wherever you guys see me. Bye, guys.